When trying to sell a classic or collector car online, whether it's classifieds or auctions, the key is to convince online buyers, often hundreds of miles away, to purchase your car sight unseen based on the pictures, videos, and other content you provide. In this video, I share my years of experience on what resources you need to think about, and I provide handy checklists you can download to prepare your car for sale online. Stay tuned. My name is Rudy Samsel, and I am the co-founder of GuysWithTheirRides.com, the only dealer-free community and marketplace for classic and collector car enthusiasts. This video complements the seller resources page on the Guys with Rides website. So whether you're planning to list your car on Guys with Rides using our self-service auction platform, or you've decided to list it on another site, my experience has been if you follow these steps, you will maximize the chances of you being able to sell your car for top dollar. If you've already signed up and want to list your car on Guys with Rides, I promote the site based on vetting sellers and buyers. So if you're a prospective seller, what I need from you is to download a picture of the title for the car that you want to sell, as well as a photo ID that proves you are the person on the title of the car. So that key first step is for people listing on Guys with Rides, where I need a copy of the title. Depending on the outlet you choose to sell your car on, they should be asking for that information as well. Before you get ready for photography or videography, the first thing you need to remember is you need to have a clean car. Now, that doesn't mean it needs to be Concours or show ready. You just need to give it a simple wash. You don't have to polish it necessarily, but just get it clean. The interior and storage areas are even more critical, as you don't want to have the trunk or the interior of the car cluttered with your personal items. Unless you're going to sell the car with a particular item and include that particular item, then you want to remove it. And again, you just want to do vacuum clean and dust if there's visible dust. The clean car is critical for excellent photography. So once you have a clean car, the next thing you have to do is photograph it. You'll find the link in the description of this video as well as on the seller's resources page, but I recommend you download my 58 picture checklist. Now, a lot of people will say 58 pictures. That's a lot of pictures, to which I reply, that's probably not enough. Those 58 pictures are the essential pictures, and if you're going to promote your car honestly and transparently online, any defects on the car, major defects, you want to take pictures of those as well. Whether it's rust on the chassis, perhaps some damage, collision damage you want to show, or bad scratches. The idea here is you want to show the car as honestly as possible. It's very easy for photographs of classic cars to hide defects. And the last thing you want is getting a call from the buyer after the car arrives at their destination and they're disappointed because the car was not presented honestly. You'll also find a link in the description on my video, how to photograph your classic or collector car using just a smartphone. In 2025, iPhones and Android phones take phenomenal pictures. And as long as you follow the lighting and position guidelines I provide in that video, you'll find yourself taking adequate quality photographs for a listing to sell a car. Well, if you have a smartphone, either Android or iPhone, I can take good photography with it. You likely can also take good video of it. Now, this doesn't have to be a Hollywood production. All potential buyers want to see is that the car runs and drives and matches the description you provide. So I recommend at least 2 videos with a third one optional. The first one is a cold start video. So Unless you have a tripod or other means of holding a cell phone, what you want to do is position the phone in front of the engine with the hood open, and then either you yourself go to start the car or have an assistant start the car while you film. I recommend leaving the car sit overnight and then showing how it truly starts. If it's an older car that has a manual choke, show that. You want, again, transparency and realism. You want to make sure people understand what they're getting involved with your car. Generally, once I get the car started and it's idling, I'll immediately go back before it warms up and show a shot of the tailpipe, because that'll show whether it's just water vapor or if there's blue smoke. So you want to give buyers confidence, show the car starting cold, and then immediately show the exhaust to prove that the engine is in great shape. Another thing I try to do with cars with working factory air conditioning, I will turn on the air conditioning to max, and then I'll try to film the compressor kicking on and kicking off. That simple thing is a great way of showing that the air conditioning system is charged and is running. The next recommended video is what I call the walk around. And what you do is, holding your cell phone horizontally, you want to do landscape pictures as well as video. You slowly walk around the car. You want to hold it like this and be far enough back from the car that you get the whole side of it in the shot. You don't want to be really close up and people don't even know what kind of car you're looking at. Again, you're giving perspective that enhances the photographs you took. Slowly walk around the car. So I like to start at the front quarter panel of the driver's side and slowly work my way around counterclockwise. Another shot I like to do is then I'll open the driver's door and I'll go in, and starting from the center of the windshield, I'll slowly hold the camera and pull back as I come out from the door. That kind of shot generally gives a good perspective of the driver's seat and what the interior condition is in. Most cars I come across, the driver's seat is the most worn. And so if you show that, people get a good sense of how the rest of the interior is. That would be the minimum I'd want, just to give people a nice video perspective of your car. And that generally only needs to be about a minute long. Finally, it's optional if you don't have a person with you, but and whether the car runs. But if the car is operational and licensed, people do want to see a driving video. And this would be nothing more than somebody, while you drive the car, they don't have to show you per se, but if they just show the front of the dashboard and you're driving the car around, that gives a sense of, are there any odd noises? And it just proves that the car drives the way you say it does in your description. Again, 1 minute video there. If you put these three, and these videos don't have to be stitched together, we'll take them as they are and post them as links. Again, not Hollywood Productions, just enough to inform the buyer and convince them sight unseen to bid on your car. So you've cleaned the car, you've photographed it, you've videoed it. What's next? Well, a lot of buyers are interested in pre-purchase inspections. These can be expensive and they're time-consuming, but if you download, in the description and on the resources page, I provide a 90-point checklist. And whether you download the Adobe Acrobat or the PDF version, print it out and then write it, or you're computer savvy and you use the Excel version and download that, it's a great way to go through everything on your car and list anything that's wrong. It's hard to remember all those things. So this is a nice transparent way of showing that and managing the expectations of a buyer of what they can expect when the car arrives. Finally, a detailed, well thought out description answers a lot of questions. I run into too many ads where it's a 1 or 2 sentence description and the seller is then forced to answer too many questions. They're busy answering it during the auction. What you want to do is, just like they used to say on the TV show Dragnet, just the facts, ma'am. You want to give a brief history of the car, It doesn't have to wax poetically, just the facts. Has the car been repainted? Has it been restored? Is it a survivor quality car? Have you made any modifications to it? If it's in running condition, you don't have to answer every part that you put on the car, but just say enough that people get the sense that you've repaired the car and it's mechanically and electrically sorted. If it's not, you need to highlight what's wrong with the car. Again, you want to manage a buyer's expectations and be transparent about the condition of the car. I know this probably sounds like a lot to do, but after years of buying and selling online, I've learned that these 5 steps, starting with a clean car, getting some decent photographs, getting about a 3-minute video, completing that inspection checklist, and then writing a decent description, those 5 things are a great way to maximize your chances of selling your car sight unseen online. And if you have any additional questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me either by email or by phone. Glad to help you, whether you're listing on Guys with Rides, affordable auctions, or if you're decided to list on another outlet. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, at a minimum, please press the like button and comment on anything you want to add to it or see in an upcoming video. And if you haven't done so already, I encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel as I post a variety of content in addition to links to the cars that are being offered on our website. So thank you for watching. Good luck selling your car. Get out there and drive, and we'll see you soon.